I didn't going into this movie. I didn't know what it was about. I didn't know nothing.
Yeah.
When it said the wrong guy, I'm thinking while I'm watching the movie, like, oh, she picked the guy she wasn't really feeling like that. This is what I'm thinking the movie is based on. It's just like a typical love story.
Yeah.
But they would get to a point where Naeem pushes her on Manziel so he can run to the store right quick.
Hella stupid.
Man. So he like, yeah, play her one of your love songs.
Hey, you know what would have been, before you go on, you know what would have been a fire like twist to this? Is that if he would have been like low key, like pushing her onto him, like, you know what I mean, on some like, I just wanted to see who you were, you know what I mean? Because that's how
right, like test her out.
Right, that's how it seemed at first. Because he came into the door after he saw what happened, he was just like, "So I go to the store." That nigga turned hella demonic. But go ahead though.
I want to say in that scene though, Naeem turned into a gangster though.
Yeah, he did.
Like, nigga, get the fuck out of my house. Like, bitch, you still here?
He did.
He turned into a gangster for that scene. But so basically it's full circle. Naeem and Manziel and Zaya fall for each other. Then he homeless, so he kind of moves in with her. He homeless shit.
Hey, one thing you're not gonna do, if I kick you and my best friend out my house, you ain't gonna go home with this nigga. Y'all leave at separate times. Like, you ain't
I don't care no more.
You ain't about to just go and have sex on me.
No, fuck that. Both of y'all, I don't. You ain't my best friend. I'm throwing your keyboard on the motherfucking line. Fuck you and her.
I told him take that shit. Well, I'm gonna make this shit up out my house too, nigga. I'd
kick the shit out that
raggedy ass Casio out my house, nigga. Fuck wrong with you?
I'd kick the shit out that keyboard.
You are now tuned into Black on Black Prime.
Disclaimer. No matter if we liked your movie, liked your show, or hated the show, or hated your movie, doesn't matter. We respect you, shout outs to you, and we support you. And we try to get everybody else to support you like we support you. Black on Black Prime, we stand on what we say, though.
And just like always, if you didn't ask for our opinion, we didn't ask you to listen to it. So, sorry.
Click and turn it off. Hello, everybody. We are back with another TUBI original. Is it a TUBI original or is it just a TUBI movie? I don't think it's TUBI original.
Yeah, I think it's just a TUBI movie.
Right. This one is called The Wrong One, starring Kamal is the dude. I know he's the writer. He's the guy too, right?
Yeah, Kamal is the guy that the bald head guy.
Yeah. Right. He's the bald head guy in here. I mean, come on.
Like there's only one bald headed nigga in the movie. I'm trying to pull up the names right now.
What's the main lady's name? Because I was like, when they showed her bottom half, I was like, Lord, gee, like what?
Yeah. Her name was Zaya in the thing, but her real name is Nakia McCarthy. We're gonna follow her.
It's
be expected to follow her from the Black on Black Prime podcast.
Lord Jesus.
But Kamal's name in this was Manziel. That's right. And then
what was Manca's name? Dude's name was Steven, right?
Naeem.
Oh, Naeem. Okay.
Naeem was played by Rose Spit.
Right. So Naeem is he got money. He's an architect and what the fuck is the other dude's name? I forgot that fast. I was thinking about some other shit.
Manziel.
Manziel?
Yeah.
Manziel's a songwriter, kind of down on his luck.
Mm-hmm.
And they both, in the beginning of this movie, they both meet
Saya.
Because I got so much I should have said before we started recording this shit, man.
Yeah, the main character's name is Zaya. So they meet at a bar.
Yeah,
that's pretty much how the movie starts. They're at a bar. Guy walks up to her, which is Naeem. He's chopping it up with her. He's kind of corny. He's saying all the wrong things that you know, it's not even the wrong thing. It's just the fact that like women have heard these things so many times where it doesn't work anymore. So he was just
he's more typical. There's no he has no personality, I guess you could say. There's no personality behind what he says. It's more so somebody who overthinks and tries to say the right things rather than just being somebody who just speaks, like have a character about yourself, some charisma.
Right. And he knows that. Like he's pretty much tells her, he was like, I'm not the guy that goes up to women and talks to them. You know what I mean? It's just not something he does. It's like it's more like his boy or whatever. You know what I mean? He's
right.
like the ladies' man, which is played by Manziel's character. So apparently they're supposed to be meeting up at this bar. Naeem meets the girl first, and then Manziel meets her second as he's going to look for Manziel. So Naeem leaves the bar, goes to look for Manziel the opposite way. And then Manziel comes from that same way he was at. So I guess they missed each other or something like that. And he starts talking.
It's like, right. So it's like Naeem is talking to her like he was saying the typical shit, but then Manziel just comes up and kind of just reads her. Like just hitting all the points on the you know, there's certain things you can say to a woman where it's like it takes her back, like, oh damn. Yeah. And but it's like Naeem is the nice guy, but Manziel is kind of like the damn dude.
Yeah, he's a dude that he just like you said, charisma. You know what I mean? He got confidence. You know what I mean? Anything he says, it's not a thought, it just comes out. I mean, and she's very attracted to that right away because this movie it takes off. You know what I mean? Like it goes from like them talking at the bar to you know Naeem, like he's really trying, you know, to be with this girl and to date this woman or whatever. But I feel like they're talking about it like I guess she was in like this woman's with her and her friends. They talking about it like she didn't just meet this dude yesterday. It was just like, so
right.
girl, what happened? Did y'all have sex? Like damn.
Hey, was that Kevin Hart's ex-wife?
No,
that wasn't her.
Tori Hart. No,
that was the one freak. Like because she's just like a straight freak. She's the woman friend that only thinks about sex. She got 4 baby daddies.
The little short, thick one, right?
Yeah, like all she thinks about is having sex.
Yeah, that was. She does play in a lot of Tubi movies though, but that wasn't her.
Okay. Does what's her name playing a lot of Tubi movies?
Who? The Zaya's character? I don't know. This is the first time me seeing her.
Yeah. So basically, for some reason, Zaya, hey, women, if you like the dude's friends, say that. Like, you got all the time in the world to say that in the beginning. Don't just go with the flow because dude is a nice guy. Just be like, hey, man, I like your partner. Like, you met him on the same day. There's nothing wrong with, because it's really, the movie's called The Wrong One, so she basically chose the wrong one. But in the beginning, she could have did that instead of trying to hide your attractions and go with the flow for a dude you know you don't really want in the long run.
Yeah.
And Naeem also, you a stupid ass dude. Like, there is such a thing as a man's intuition, just like there's a woman's intuition. You could tell when a woman is feeling somebody else around you. You could you know it. Don't be dumb. Don't be like, yeah, my partner in here. Oh, let me yeah, he cooked for us. You just hyping this nigga. You as hype man, and you I don't want to say he can't be that dumb to not know he's hyping this nigga up.
Why is that nigga there on your date anyway?
Because he live there.
Nigga, make the food and bounce.
Or get your ass out. Why are you having a date here?
That is true. that nigga low-key swindled her into a home date. And she was just like, oh yeah, nah. She was like, I don't usually do this or whatever. He was like, oh no, nah, like, you know, we got somewhere to go. And then he going to the dining room. I'm just like, dude, I was like, you can't tell no woman that you're gonna take her out and then take her to your crib.
She would be uncomfortable in the mother. Like I think they joked about it, but a woman in real life would be like, hell no, I'm out. Exactly. What are you talking about?
They talking about serial killers at the door. I'm just like, yeah, it's time to dip. Anyway, like women, that is enough. That's more advice. Nigga don't tell you where he going, and then you end up at his crib. I think you should dip.
I think you should leave.
That's weird, nigga. That's kind of weird. Think about
especially on some first date shit. You don't know nothing about him.
Not one thing. It's this nigga invite you to his house. You know what I mean? He already like is like kind of like that uncomfortable, awkward type of guy or whatever like
Mhm.
that. It's like, well, no, this don't add up for me. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
first you awkward and you don't know what to do, and now you bringing me to your crib. It seemed kind of little,
Yeah.
seemed like something
But
Manziel would have did.
yeah, but it's like even from the beginning when they hollered at the bar, when he walked back up and he was like, "Oh, Manziel, there you are." You could clearly see they was talking.
Yeah.
I would know there was some energy there. Like, but then you bring her to your house. This nigga's in here cooking the greatest meal she ever had in her life. Then you on the couch on the couch is like, yeah, he wrote for everybody. This nigga write love songs. He could sing. He make good ass food. He do that all the time. And she's just sitting there taking it all in, like, oh, that's what's up. Then he like, yeah, go upstairs by his room, go to the bathroom. I'm right here. I'm about to fall asleep.
I thought he was gonna smash in the bathroom.
I thought literally that was gonna happen.
I was about to be like, oh, here we go.
Literally, I thought that's where they were going.
Yeah. He was making his boy. The whole beginning is him making his boy look like the best guy in the world. I mean, you know, it's his friend or whatever. I understand, but it's like while she's getting to know you, you're boosting this man's like up. You making him look way better than you. Like, oh, he do this, he do that. He's a good guy. You know what I mean? And you also take her to his like singing thing. You know what I mean? It's just like, yo, check out him singing too. If I had a homie that could sing real good. It was like, I'm about to take you, my boy about to sing your drawers off right now on the first
and
date.
And we live in the same house. I'm not doing it. You're not finna serenade her. You're not finna do it. No, I don't give a fuck how good you sing.
You'll hear him sing later.
He'll sing at our wedding, nigga.
When he get a girl.
Yeah, you ain't coming back to the house though. Let's go to your house. You're not finna come back over here. The lyrics was basically directed towards her, like this shit hurts.
Yeah. Nigga wrote a song about her, and she just sitting there just in a daze, like, oh my god. He looked at her too. All right.
Hey, you know what's funny? You know what's funny? I was judging Manziel's character. So I'm like, this nigga ain't the typical sex symbol. You know what I mean? Like he don't got the money. He dresses like he ain't the shiny nigga. And he's built like a dad. Like he ain't the typical sex type nigga, but his charisma is everything. So it was more for when I was not judging, but I was looking at the character like that don't make sense. But then it does make sense in reality because them the type of niggas.
Yeah,
it be them niggas that you don't expect, like what you call it. But then at the same time, Naeem knew he gets them type of girls because that nigga was like, she's typically the girl you have in your bed.
Right.
And Manziel was like, why would you say some shit like that? Like you trying to get her? Like why would you? Like even right there, your confidence is showing. So he just all around stupid.
Like what you said about women, like just tell him, you know what I mean? Tell him what's up, or tell him you Manziel could have did the same thing. Manziel could have been like, hey, bro, like I'm low-key feeling this girl too. I met her at the bar same time you did. You know what I mean? And that right there, that's a conversation that you can have with your boy. Like they ain't been dating that long. It's been a few days.
Yeah. I feel you in the beginning say that.
Yeah.
Like you said in the beginning say that. Just be like, oh, he hollered at the bar. Like I was hollering at her too, just to let you know. Like, and she was giving me a vibe. So insecure nigga take that the wrong way though.
Yeah, I just don't want nobody that my homie feels at the same time. Like we see some girl at the bar, you know what I mean? Like usually me and my friends, like we like different type of women. I mean, we can appreciate a woman the same. Just like, oh man, she bad or whatever, right? And then just kind of move on. But if I say I'm feeling somebody and my boy was just like, man, I'm feeling her too. I don't know if I'm gonna go holler no more.
I only feel that way about my real friends.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I've only felt that way about like if it's my real friends, like if we real tight, like it would be to the point where it's like I'm not even attracted to a female no more. If my partner say like, yeah, I'm on that, it's like I don't even see you. But this is for my real friends though. This ain't just for niggas I be around.
Absolutely, yeah, that's totally different. Because that's at that point, like you know, I don't care if you like her too. We don't hang out like that.
Yeah, know? I don't even know. I don't even like you like that, nigga. Like we just in the same circle. You know what I mean?
My close friends, if you like somebody that I like too, is just like, all right, well, shoot. We would discuss who is going to holler at that point. You know what I mean? It's like it's not going to be, I'm gonna do it on the low. Or I'm gonna low key be gawking at your woman while we be hanging.
Like, and that be sucker shit. It's niggas like that though.
Absolutely. So I mean the story is it's definitely based on some true events. You know what
But
I mean?
I'll even say, though Manziel was kind of feeling her on the low, he never pursued anything. Like he never made an effort to go after her. You know what I mean? It's like the situation she kind of brought on. Or it's like his partner will push her on him. He'd be like, I'm containing these feelings, even though I'm like, you should have said in the beginning, but at the same time, he's like, I'm ignoring these feelings because you were my partner.
But he still should have said something.
No, he for sure should have said something. But I'm saying afterwards,
no, I get you.
He's ignoring those feelings.
He didn't technically do anything other than sub singing.
Right, but it's still a song he wrote. Like he can't help that it was a fire song. He gonna sing it. But so that I didn't going into this movie. I didn't know what it was about. I didn't know nothing.
Yeah.
When it said the wrong guy, I'm thinking while I'm watching the movie, like, oh, she picked the guy she wasn't really feeling like that. This is what I'm thinking the movie is based on. It's just like a typical love story. Yeah. But they would get to a point where Naeem pushes her on Manziel so he can run to the store right quick.
Hella stupid.
Man. So he like, play her one of your love songs.
Hey, you know what would have been, before you go on, you know what would have been a fire like twist to this? Is that if he would have been like low key, like pushing her onto him, like, you know what I mean, on some like, I just wanted to see who you were, you know what I mean? Because that's how
right, like test her out.
Right, that's how it seemed at first. Because he came into the door after he saw what happened, he was just like, "So I go to the store." That nigga turned hella demonic. But go ahead though.
I want to say in that scene though, Naeem turned into a gangster though.
Yeah, he did.
Like, nigga, get the fuck out of my house. Like, bitch, you still here?
He did.
He turned into a gangster for that scene. But so basically it's full circle. Naeem and Manziel and Zaya fall for each other. Then he kind of he homeless, so he kind of moves in with her.
That nigga said
he homeless shit.
Hey, one thing you're not gonna do, if I kick you and my best friend out my house, you ain't gonna go home with this nigga. Y'all leave at separate times. Like, you ain't
I don't care no more.
You ain't about to just go and have sex on me.
No, fuck that. Both of y'all, I don't. You ain't my best friend. I'm throwing your keyboard on the motherfucking line. Fuck you and her.
I'll
like,
take that shit. What I'm gonna get this shit up out my house too, nigga.
I'd kick the shit out that keyboard.
Raggedy ass Casio out my house, nigga. Fuck wrong with you?
I'd kick the shit out that keyboard. But at that point, I wouldn't give a fuck where they went. Just get out. Like, both of y'all get the fuck out. I don't care if you go to his house. I don't care if y'all get married. At this point, I don't give a fuck.
Ain't shit for that, nigga. I was like, nigga, come out of the house for kissing. You know, in his house, that house that he's letting him stay in.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, like, he's pretty much about to make this exclusive with Zaya at this point. Like, he's there. He didn't cook their dinner. He didn't took her here, took her there. You know what I mean? Now he wants to like treat her and make her food from, you know what I mean? They kissing while he steps out. Now I wonder if they would have ever told him if he didn't catch her.
Nope, because she didn't tell her before when they kind of at the game night they kind of locked in. Yeah, she didn't tell him. She and her partner was just like, just ignore it. Don't ever do that again. Dumbass advice. But so after that, Manziel over there, some time went past. So like I said, I still don't know what this movie's about. I'm just like, okay, because it was a long ass stretch with the relationship building. And then the cheating part.
You know, this movie reminded me of like the old school Brian Hooks films in the beginning. Like, it was.
That's because dude looked like Brian Hooks.
What are you talking about? Zayn? I mean,
Manziel. Look at his face.
I didn't even pay attention. I thought he looked like Columbus Short when I saw him, especially when he knocked on the window. He was just like, I was like, oh snap, stop the yard.
You look like Brian Hooks, though.
Yeah.
But so time go by, he's still just kicking it over there. He like, you know, we just doing our thing, but now I'm your roommate, like I was Naeem's roommate, but she like, nah, I want to be with you. And he telling her like, nah, you know, he's like, when I love hard. So I didn't know though.
Me either.
But her partners is like, you come out with us, we ain't seen you in a while. So he cooked her that food. She came in there, she was like, yeah, I'm going out with the girls. He was like, but I made you dinner. And she like, oh, I'm sorry, just, you know, heat it up. I'll eat it when I come back. And he just kind of looked like, Okay. And she turned around, she turned back like, ooh, as a matter of fact, that nigga.
I nigga, I paused that shit and text you right away. I was like, God damn.
Hey, I was like, oh shit. It's like it was one of them hits like you had to have a stunt double for, because I was like, God damn.
I was like, God damn. Hey, Kamal, I didn't see that. I didn't see that coming, bro. Like honestly,
Hey,
I thought this movie was going somewhere totally different. I thought
dude.
I thought Naeem was just gonna try to get the girl back. It was gonna be one of them little, love story kind of thing. I didn't know this was going into domestic violence, man.
I did not know. And it's the only reason because it's not funny. Once again, like Ike Turner, it's not funny. But the way he just and the way he was talking to her. So in this movie, the way he's like a real how niggas really be with domestic violence. Like it wasn't so it was that other movie that came out with dude with the long hair, and everybody was hyping it like because it was a domestic violence movie too.
Yeah. If I Can't movie.
Yeah, what he was saying in that movie was unrealistic. The way he was talking and the shit he was doing, and here, this shit was realistic than the motherfucker.
Yeah,
which was crazy. Like, come on, you fucking twisted for doing that.
I was thinking while I was watching this, I was like, it would have been more twisted if that song would have started playing after you fired on her.
That it's hard.
Damn, that shit hurts. I swear I thought about it. As soon as he fired on her, I called you. I was like, damn, that shit hurts.
Oh. Duh, hey, I was too caught off guard by this shit.
Yeah, man.
It seems like on TUBI movie right now, the thing is to make crazy people. Crazy movies is the thing right now. It seems like that's the trend for TUBI movies right now. Because I seen a couple of them. But this nigga for real, the way he was going from calm to like, so it's like it's not even crazy. He just calm, but he's just like a abusive nigga. Like, because that nigga was like, go upstairs, go to your fucking room, and don't come out till I tell you to.
You got a PP on the ground.
That nigga said, find a corner in that motherfucker.
I was like, wow. Hey, you know what? You know what's fucked up is like we're laughing about it, right? And it's just like this movie became really serious quick. You know what I mean? It was just like, but I wasn't expecting it. And it's like I don't know what it is. And maybe it's about the fact that it is a lower budget film or a TUBI film that I look at certain scenes and it's more funny than it is like serious. You know what I mean? Because it's like it was supposed to send a message. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like domestic violence goes on and da 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 da. And I'm laughing at this, and it's not funny. Like the subject is not funny.
That's what I just said. It's not funny at all. But it's so you just gotta for the fact that I wasn't expecting it.
Yeah.
And he hit her so hard that she like flipped damn near. So I think that's more, it was like unexpected, like, oh shit. Like and then the way he talked to her, but then she get up, that nigga like, yeah, I made you breakfast. I made you everything you like. I didn't know what you wanted, so I just made you everything. And that nigga was like, what's wrong? He's like, oh no, you know what? Don't worry about it. I forgive you. And I was just like, this nigga.
I'm trying to figure out these niggas been knowing him and Naeem been knowing each other since the 4th grade.
Right. That's what I was gonna get to.
Okay, go ahead.
No, you can say it because that's what I was gonna get to.
I'm trying to figure out how you not know your man's, like you seen him with all these women probably for years. And nobody got beat.
It's because it's a common thing. It was a common thing. You could tell by how he said it, because he was just like, oh no, you ain't gonna disrespect me. And he told her before, he was like, I love hard. So this is what he's used to.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, if this is my partner since I was little, and then your cousin is over there too, it's like you got to know this shit. There's nobody's blind to this shit. If you got a partner that abuses this girl, you know that.
That's what I'm saying.
If you're if they're that close,
you've known me for a long time, but we don't live in the same city. You know what I mean? We don't talk every day. Well, especially before the podcast, right? You could probably tell, or you would know if I was out here slapping my women around. You know,
right?
At some point,
And we wouldn't be doing this podcast because I had to
Exactly.
get paid.
It's like, I think Brian be hitting girls, bro. You know what I mean? It's like the fucked up part about it is you don't ever really know. Like, I don't know what goes on at your house. I know, you know what I mean? I know you're a dad and I know you with your wife or whatever like that, but do we really know who the hell is slapping the hell out of their women at home when nobody knows? You know what I mean? You don't know what's going on.
You have to be around to catch on. It'll be something that give it away, but you have to be around for that. If you ain't around for that, you don't know. So I guess give him, because he was from LA, so he moved in with him from LA to Detroit.
Right. Yeah.
So it's like he don't really know. There's no way he can know, I guess.
Right. So it's just like you'll be sitting there hanging out with your boy and everything is cool. And it's like you don't know what's going on at his crib. He's sitting there. I mean, especially because if you look at Zaya's character, right? You know, she's this confident woman, this confident, accomplished woman, right? And out of nowhere, she just turns like, you know, she's able to go to work. She's able to leave. It's not like he got her captured. It's like, why she ain't say nothing? You know what I mean? Did she still, quote unquote, in love with this person, even though she only been dating them for like a month?
That's how that shit go.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like that's what I'm thinking. That's real life too. So it's like, why don't you call the cops? Why don't you tell somebody? Why is it like hush hush? You know what I mean?
It's like a pimp's tool. Like if you get in a woman's mind, that's a dangerous thing. Once you get in a woman's mind, that nigga has full control. Like he could basically make her do whatever she wants. Why that is, I don't know. Because it would be like from outside looking in, like just call the cops, just call your cousin, just call your brother. But it's like even in those situations, like if you've seen a nigga hitting his girl and you try to get in between it, she's gonna take his side. Nobody can explain why. It's just that he's in her mind.
And that's wild to me. That's always
that shit is scary.
That's always kind of been a strange thing because it's like I don't get it. I guess nobody would ever have that type of power over me. But I'm thinking like it has to be something that was already there. Like you can't. That don't just.
So so there are dudes that women take that power over. They just don't necessarily be abusive with it. It'd be more so I control everything. This nigga, you know, a nigga that can't make a move without his girl giving approval. You know, niggas like that,
right?
But it's like,
but it's not like
it's not necessarily. It's like something they got over that nigga to where it's just like that nigga can't move unless she say okay.
You know, the niggas that I think are like that, and the niggas that I'm thinking, I feel like they're like that because they feel like either the girl they're with, they don't want to lose that bad. Like I ain't gonna be able to find nobody like this again. So I'm gonna do whatever it takes in order to keep this person happy, no matter what. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to be out here in these streets again. Like I got a winner.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think that's the dudes that kind of feel that way. And
right.
I know. I was like, I don't know many niggas that do that, but the niggas that I do, I feel like they just don't want to lose their woman. So
and it make you mad because you be like, nigga, you look stupid. Yeah, you don't know shit. Okay. Okay. And I found that it's been like 3 occasions where I try to talk to those dudes like, you don't know how dumb you look right now. You don't know shit. Like she just got out of his car. You don't know that. Like they friends.
Yeah, that's a weirdo shit right there. Nigga. Like,
it's crazy.
I don't get that. I never will. Like, especially when it comes from women and when it comes from men, like that you're locked down. Like I ain't never locked to nothing that don't make sense. You know,
right, I mean? Right.
Something that is I can't be. Nobody can abuse me, first of all, or whatever. And then secondly, nobody can like just get me to understand. Oh well, you know, I cheated on you because of this. And I was like, what? That don't make sense. You know what I mean? Like it's got to be something else. It can't just be because you wanted to.
Right, because I felt like it.
Yeah, it's like,
what you gonna do about it?
Yeah, what you gonna do about it? You know, it's like, well, wait a minute.
Please don't leave, baby, please. I mean, what did I could change? No.
Yeah, I always feel like something is there with those people. Like they were always like that. Like there's something mentally going on.
It's a reason behind that we'll never understand.
Yeah,
and that's what I charge it to. Like shit, I just don't get it.
Yeah.
But so all of that. So the serious shit is happening, but like once again, I never seen a preview for this. I never knew anything about it, so I just watched it. So it was kind of taken back, and I laughed. And then I'm already programmed to laugh at these type of movies because of what's love got to do with it. It's like I've been around abusive women. It's not a funny situation at all. In real life, ain't shit funny about that. But in the movie, I'm like, Shit is fucking hilarious. Like that that backhand was crazy.
I'm gonna stop laughing. We go get it.
But it's like we don't mean no disrespect by it.
No, I feel
That
you.
backhand was crazy.
It's because of what it is, dude. Like I'm trying to think. Like when I was younger and I watched like a What's Love Got to Do with It. I don't think I really laughed until somebody made it like a joke. You know what I mean? Like people made jokes out of Eat the Cake anime, and then when she got slapped over the couch and like all the cards fell out her hand, and they was like, "Oh man, she playing 52 pickup." Like you know, people made jokes about it. So it was
no,
like,
you know what's funny? Because you're not lying. What year did What's Love Got to Do with It come out? Because I remember watching it and I didn't think it was funny. The very first time I watched it, I didn't think shit was funny about that.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I think it became a joke because of you know the quotes that Lawrence Fishburne had. And then you know what I mean, the fact that he was always nah, come on now, like you know what I mean, like all of that played into it. You know what I mean? And I can't even bring up the what's it called. How many movies is called What's Love Got to Do with It? 93. It came out in 93.
Damn, I was 10.
I was 9.
So it's like when I remember watching it the first, there was nothing fun. There was nothing funny about that movie. When I very first watched it, it wasn't until, like you said, we heard the jokes around it from the older niggas, the niggas like us. So it'll be somebody younger watching this movie, like, oh my God, what she got hit. Yeah. We're laughing because it's a production. So it's like somebody younger will hear us laughing, like when I say she almost did a backflip, they'll be like, oh, she did almost do a backflip. Right, then it becomes funny.
we come from a different era anyway. I feel like anything, most things that weren't funny were funny. It's like I feel like we had to laugh. You know what I mean?
Laugh at our pain. We laugh at Ricky getting shot, man. Ricky, that wasn't funny when we was little.
Was not.
Now we laughing like this nigga played football. He couldn't cut. No juke moves. That nigga ran a straight line. Now it's funny because we older.
Train the Weasel, man. Like more shit is funny. It ain't about that. It ain't about him getting shot. It's about what happened while he was getting shot or what happened before.
It's like I think it's funny now because he tried to grab the bullet wound when he got shot in his chest. It's like his hand. He tried to grab it before he fell.
He said, "The Omari."
It's funny now because we older. Yeah. Nah, it's funny because he's holding his leg and he's still trying to run. Like, nigga, cut. Like, cut. Dive on the ground or something. Like, don't
fall. Nigga, fall. That's it, bro. He got a shotgun. It's most likely them shotguns not gonna hit you if you're on the ground.
Right. So we laugh at trauma afterwards. So we're not making fun of domestic violence at all. It's just funny. And y'all know what y'all was doing when y'all made this movie. She didn't have to fly like that. Like, her silhouette disappeared when he knocked her down.
Come on, dude.
He'd have to do that, man.
This nigga said her silhouette. Oh man.
This nigga was real life crazy. This nigga put a tracker on her phone. I don't want to just keep talking about the abusive scenes. It wasn't funny. So anyways,
the movie was a pretty long stretch up until that point. I think that was like 45 minutes up until the movie like actually went to that point. And then that's when I realized, oh, the wrong one. You know what I mean? Like
right. That's when the title kicked in. Like, oh, that's what they meant.
Yeah.
Like, so he's abusing her. Her friends, she can't talk to none of her friends. Still ain't real friends though, because I think in a real situation, real black women know what's going on. Like the way she just broke down crying in the office and shit. Like she was just like, I don't know what's wrong with them, girl. I think they going through. It's like, nah, black women be more nosy than that. Black women will pull up at the house. Like, what the fuck you doing over here?
Like she got to work with like a bruise on her face.
Yeah. Like that ain't nobody just excusing that shit, especially not today.
Yeah.
So Naeem runs up on her. He's a sucker for real. He texts her like, I'm still thinking about you. Nigga. What are you talking about?
Thinking about what? Thinking about the fact that you was kissing my boy in the house. Like, I don't even know you like that. That's what I be tripping about in movies.
Yeah.
Like, they've been knowing each other for what? A month?
Yeah. No, it was longer than that. They was talking for 3 months, he said, before he was about to give that speech.
You a nobody.
Yeah, you don't mean shit to me no more. Especially after that. You don't mean a goddamn, I don't remember your name. Exactly. But she had that thing. That's what it was.
She didn't even fuck. That's the fucked up part about it.
No, they did. They did.
Naeem, she said, dude, it's a part in the movie that where she was just like, me and him never had sex, and this was right before.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this was right before her and Manziel did it.
Oh, this nigga is the ultimate.
Yeah, he didn't beat. Like,
Wow.
He was literally about to make it exclusive, and he was probably gonna smash that night. You know what I mean? But he left her with old boy, and he never fucked.
Wow.
He didn't even get the water.
Oh, that nigga's a sucker. No snappy nappy. No snappy nappy.
Nope.
So I don't get it. He was a real life sucker for texting her like, I missed you. I've been thinking about you. But that nigga, that nigga Manziel pulled up at the house. That nigga said, how you get in here? I know where you hit the key, nigga. He's like, I'm gonna tell you this. You got that one time.
You're just like, you got that off. You know what I mean? But don't let it happen again. I'm just like, yo, when these niggas, like, they went from being best friends. You know what I mean? This nigga, like, Naeem grew some balls and was just like, nigga, get out my motherfucking house. Like, you know, all in this nigga's face, all nigga here, and this nigga, Manziel's like this. Like, all right, man, let me get out of here. And now Manziel's like, nigga, don't text my girl. Like, yo, what's all over? Like, their energies are shifting. You know what I mean? It's just
hey, and what is my cousin still doing over there?
Exactly. It was just like you would think, you know what I mean? His cousin would have known. His cousin was like supposed to be the comedic relief of the film or whatever. It was like it's always got to be one.
Yeah, he was funny too, but I couldn't.
Girl too. That shit was funny.
That shit was hella funny. I kind of feel like, I feel like Comic J Will kind of set the height of the big comedian dude now in these TUBI movies. So it's like, I'm like, he was funny. Don't get me wrong, dude was funny. But the whole time I'm thinking if J Will was in these scenes, so maybe he couldn't have been because it'd have been too funny.
Yeah, and it wasn't supposed to be a funny movie.
Right.
Yeah. So that whole energy shift situation and, you know, them getting upset at each other, like, don't text my girl, and we would have fought.
Mm-hmm. No, what are you doing in my house?
You're in my house, and you talking about a girl that you took from me on some slick shit. You know what I mean? Like,
nah, you touching everything in here. What the fuck are you doing in my house, nigga? Yeah. I don't give a fuck about that text. What are you doing in here?
This nigga, man. Tell me Naeem didn't look like Lil Duval, like a tall version.
He did.
He did. I was just like, is that Lil Duval?
and the cousin looked like Bone Crusher. They did. So Naeem pulls up on Zaya because he missed her that bad.
Yeah. You knew where that was going.
Yeah. Because that nigga got that tracker on her.
Yeah.
Did you feel, I felt scared for Zaya when remember when he came to the house after jogging? He was like, I text you today. You didn't text me back. And she was like, I was real busy at work. He was like, okay. And then the girls called her. He was like, answer.
Oh yeah. They answered the phone. She was just like, girl, you was crying over Manziel today. Like, you was gonna tell me something about Manziel. Where I was like, well,
that nigga said put it on speaker. I was like, oh, that nigga was just walking back there like, he's like, give me your phone.
That nigga was turned around like this. That nigga was like, come here. I was just like, when does nigga become so goddamn creepy, man?
That shit ain't good.
Oh man. That nigga took her upstairs. Nigga, like I don't like certain scenes or whatever. Like, I don't like seeing like RAPE scenes. I'm spelling it because I know they be tripping on the that word. So I didn't want that to happen. So when he started taking off his belt, I was like, oh, come on, man. Like, y'all taking it
too far.
But then he whipped her. And I was just like, oh, wow. Like, whoa, what's going on here? He was just like, I told you. Like, he's pretty much treating her like a child. Like, even the way he talks to her, like, now go in your room.
Yeah, it was like real, like she was a little kid.
Yeah.
So we finally get to a point where Naeem shows up over there.
Weirdo.
That shit was funny because Manziel came to the door like, what's up, man? Oh, man, come here, let me make you a drink. I'm like,
you been hit on her? Just like, damn, I thought that nigga was gonna stab. I didn't know because I didn't see no guns throughout the whole movie. So I'm like,
yeah,
oh, this nigga's gonna stab the shit out of this nigga with that knife.
Hey, so so that caught me off guard because he went in the kitchen and then he was just like, no, nigga, like he was about to whoop his ass. He turned around and popped him. And it was like a clear, like, you're not getting up from this. Normally they're like, shoot him in the leg Give us some more dialogue. Nah, nigga, I'm shooting to kill.
Yeah.
I was like, damn. And then he went right at. So do you think he did this before? Because he was like, I'm gonna tell the police you did it.
I don't know, man. That's why I said it didn't make sense because like Naeem has been knowing Manziel for so long that they like best friends, and he let him stay with him. All of this, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Granted, yeah, he did live somewhere else or whatever, but to kill your homeboy, just like nigga, you tell me you ain't known this nigga was crazy.
But
To kill somebody.
I think your explanation of how far they live from each other kind of makes up for the backstory of it, for him not knowing.
Yeah, it's like nigga, I know you.
Because he was like, because he said he's been in LA for years writing for other people. Remember, he was like, he's been out there for years just writing.
Yeah.
So I think that kind of makes up for him not knowing, like him not knowing how he is when he's living with a woman at least.
Right. Yeah, man. So after he shoots, they're pretty much in the kitchen after the shots, and he's gonna pop her. And then conveniently, she grabs the knife and stabs him from the worst angle ever that you could stab somebody. Like if you facing this way and you grab a knife, you literally gotta twist your hand and stab
Go around
to dig in somebody's flesh. Didn't make
yeah.
was like whoa. And you tell me the gun didn't go off or nothing.
He didn't pull that trigger. That nigga just dropped the gun.
Just like
yeah. And I'm glad they didn't prolong it with the whole fighting. They fight for the gun and all that. She pretty much just grabbed the gun and popped his ass.
Yeah, a couple times. I like movies that end like don't just shoot the person one time and walk away, and then the person's gone when you look at it again in the movie.
That's how we got Stepmother 2 and 3.
Shoot him in the head, man.
Mm-hmm. Make sure that nigga dead. Triple tap.
Yeah.
So basically, that's what happens. She kills him. Then they flash forward. There's a circle of women, domestic violence circle. She stands up and basically says, "I'm a survivor of domestic violence," and that's how the movie ends.
And then they have the domestic violence disclaimer. Going through that. It made me feel bad after watching the movie. After I done laughed at her get fired on, and then they make this movie like it's a serious movie about domestic violence. I'm just like, God damn, I feel bad now.
It's just fucked up, like I said, because we've been programmed to laugh at pain, laugh at our trauma. So it's no different than laughing when niggas get killed in movies. It's no different than that. So it's like we're not laughing in real life. If me or you, if say we had the circle and Manziel was on our circle, me or you, we'd have to be held back from beating his ass. Like this,
right?
In real life, ain't shit funny about that. But in a movie, it's a movie. Like we've been programmed to laugh at shit like this.
Yeah, I mean, I know we don't usually talk about stuff like this, but since it's kind of on the same line, what do you think about that girl screaming about getting hit with a brick and being upset with men that they didn't intervene?
I don't know you. At the same time, it's like, one, I don't know you. Two, the whole situation was crazy. So, like, did you see the video of they showed her before she got hit with that brick?
Slapping the dude in the face or whatever, right?
And talking shit, right? So it's like, I don't want to say you brought it on yourself because there ain't no situation where you should hit a female with anything. Like, period. Let her go on about her business.
Right.
But the situation, so say I'm out, it's me and you, it's just me and you. It's a group of 16 niggas. She talking to them niggas crazy. One of them niggas hit her. What are we supposed to do?
I don't know.
At that point. Like it's a fucked up situation. So it's like we wasn't there. So I don't have no opinion really on it.
I'm telling you, the only way I could ever intervene in a situation is if I knew what was going on prior. You know what I mean? Like I know the person. I know of the person. I came with, like, that person came with my group, and then I see him hit a person. Then it's like, okay, I can intervene in that situation because I know he don't got nothing on him.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So this is the crazy part, and it's fucked up. We have to think it all the way out because even with my example of a woman getting beat in the street by her dude, if you intervene, now it's they both of them against you. Like now you getting jumped on. It's like it's as simple as I've been around women that talk down on their dude. And it's like it'd be like family members, and they'll talk down on their dude, and I'm like, well, you just need to leave that nigga alone, and they'll instantly go to defending the nigga they was just talking down on. So it's like just that fast, the tables will turn. It's like you could talk down on them, you could let them beat on you, but if I try to help you, now you're against me.
Exactly.
So everything is situationally now. It ain't just a world where this is what I'm saying. If Manziel was my partner, then what she has to say means nothing. Cause it's like you disrespectful to me for being close to me and doing what you doing to women, knowing how I feel about it. So I'm taking that personally.
Right.
I'm beating your ass just because of how close we are. I don't give a fuck how she like it. She don't have to speak to me ever again. But you ain't gonna do no bitch shit like that around me because that shit ain't cool.
And I know about it. And we cool, you know what I mean? If anything,
right.
Like,
you smiling in my face, nigga, like you got me fucked up.
Yeah. So that whole situation just is. I didn't get the fact that people wanted, like, they just started pointing fingers at black men just that quick. You know what I mean? I just thought that was kind of like strange. I'm just like, everybody got their own stuff going on at home, man. Like, people got families to go home to. You know what I mean? Like, people got their own wives to protect, their sisters to protect, their mothers to protect, their daughters to protect. And if I jump into something and something happens to me, who gonna protect my kids?
Nope. Nobody.
Is the person that I help gonna make sure my kids is cool for the rest of their life?
She gonna move on and say you was a real nigga.
Yeah, I don't want to be a dead hero, bro. Like, don't man.
Right.
I'm cool. I'd rather be a live nigga that minded business.
Yeah, yeah. It's all situational. It's really all situational. Like I can't. I could see if she was. I don't know. I can't even pinpoint a realistic situation where it would be like that's what I'd have jumped in because you never know until you get there.
So I say I got to know the nigga. I got to know of the person. I got to know exactly what I'm getting myself into. Because if I go over there and he got a gun and he pop me or stab me, and I'm thinking I'm just trying to break up a situation. Hey bro, don't do that. Hey nigga,
that's the approach. But that's the approach. It ain't like nigga, you got me. I'll beat your ass. I don't know. So I'm more so. Let me break this up. Like, hey, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that, man. Come on, don't do that. That's me. I'll do that. If I don't know the whole situation, I'll do that because you never know. You never know what the fuck going on. You don't know what niggas he's trying to impress by doing this. You'll lose your life. Like, is a bunch of niggas jump out the car. They all on some bullshit because they're trying to impress each other.
Exactly. You know what else is fucked up now? They got so many scams. I don't know if that girl a part of the scam. Like, you know what I mean? I go help her and then they rob me.
They rob your stupid ass. Like, get your stupid ass and get on the ground.
Trying to be a helpful ass nigga. Give me your wallet, nigga.
Mind your business next time, nigga. Get his shoes.
Oh shit. Yeah, man. It was a crazy story. I was watching that shit. Like, I kept on running into it. I'm just like, why are people just on black men's heads? Like, we just supposed to be Captain Save of everybody.
Yes.
Like, we not even protected. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
it's like you just, you know, yeah.
What we supposed to do, man?
We get on there crying like black women don't look out for us. So shut your whole ass up.
Exactly. It's like I don't look for every black woman to take care of me. I don't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
If a group of black women jumped on me, I don't expect no random black woman to jump in and help me.
Exactly. They're gonna pull out their phone. Girl, I seen this nigga get his.
They was whooping his ass.
He probably did something. You know it. He had nobody beating on him for no reason. He probably did.
They was whooping that nigga ass. Like
they forgot what
you never know, man.
Anyway.
You ready to rate this? We ain't did ratings in like years.
Damn, I forgot about ratings, bro.
You was about to sign off.
I was about to be like, all right, nigga, like, share, subscribe.
You was about to sign off in this one.
Hell yeah. Oh shit. Damn, I gotta pull up the rating card.
Yep, that's what I'm doing right now.
That's wild.
It's not on this fucking phone, I don't think.
But on another note, while we're looking that up, if you guys would like to get some of this Black on Black Prime merch, hit up blackonblackprime.bigcartel.com. I'll put the link at the bottom.
For shizzle, check us out. Y'all could be like the first of it because people like they wait till you get on and they be like, I've been fucking with them. You could have the merch for now because this merch ain't gonna be here long. We're gonna upgrade this merch in due time
at some point. All right, so I'll do the rating. My rating, I'm going to give this movie a right.
I'm gonna give this movie right. Right. Yeah. So I mean, it was all around good movie, and I'm glad y'all put this out because Tubi lost me for a while, man. I've been away from Tubi because I'm just tired of the lack of effort. It seems like. Yeah. But this one is. I mean, and it's funny because I don't think they really have no misses like that. Kamal Smith. Whenever I see those names like Kamal Smith, Thomas L. Harris, U-Coat, it's like they be dropping them.
Yeah, you can tell they're not just like some people I feel like are in it for the bag, right? It's just like we're gonna make a movie for this audience that's going to stream this and talk about it, like in a negative way, but we still gonna get the stream, so fuck it. Like this actually seems like a story that was thought out. There was a good twist to it because I had no idea what was going on until the middle.
Blindsided. I did not understand. I thought this was just a typical love story.
Yeah, same. So that's why I gave the story a big right. The rest, I mean, the movie was good. I dug the acting wasn't bad. Like I can't sit here and be just like, oh my God, like these niggas can't act at all. Like it actually seemed like for the person that Kamal had to play, it was believable.
Yeah, and that was a big part of it. Cause it's like I was giving an example of the other movie. Normally when they do the abusive dude, it'd be just so over the top because they want to be memorable.
Yeah.
And it's like sometimes you have to do like this nigga was a regular nigga that was abusive to women. Like he's a regular controlling nigga. So it was like that's the energy he gave off. It wasn't too like, give me your phone. Even when he said shit like that, they'd be like, give me your phone.
Yeah. Change the tone of this movie, throw in a different type of score. This could have been a low-key thriller. Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, it's definitely a good picture, man. I'd recommend it. Yeah, that's all I really have to say about it. I think it was good. What do you think about replay value? Would you watch it again or would you recommend it?
Watch it again, yeah. Recommend it. It depends on who I'm recommending it to.
Yeah, like it's somebody I've been actually asked now that we do these type of movies. People that do know about the podcast, they'll be just like, "Hey man, what was a good Tubi movie to watch?" So it's like I got my list of movies to tell people about. Like I don't tell them about certain movies because it's like they'll be like, "No, you said this movie was good."
Like so it's like so us the key points and things we talked about in this movie. Like we laughed at those scenes. We know why we're laughing at those scenes, but I wouldn't want that to be a reason I recommended it.
No,
you know what I mean.
It would be more for the twist than the actual scene. Like I would recommend this to somebody for the laugh. Like one of the homies that I know laugh like they get my humor and they like if me and you didn't do this podcast, I'll recommend it to you because we got we laugh at some of the same things.
Yeah. It's like he a cold nigga. So recommending it, but then I told you before, like I hate explaining myself. Don't ever ask me to explain myself for shit. So that's why I don't really recommend movies. If people ask me about movies, I'll be like, I don't know, you gotta watch it yourself. I'll tell you I liked it or if I didn't like it, but I don't like recommending. More so, like you said, they'll come back to you like you said that was good. Yeah. Like clearly I thought it was good. Nigga, don't come back to me talking about you didn't like. If you didn't fucking like it, move on. Don't come back to me like I'm supposed to be like, oh no, my bad. It was actually bad. I liked it, motherfucker. If you didn't like it, you didn't like it. So that's why I don't recommend shit.
Like I don't like you, nigga. I ain't complaining.
Yeah.
Just another nigga.
I also recommend you got the fuck out of my face. Take that recommendation. Nigga, don't ask me nothing else.
Oh man. But yeah, that was the wrong one streaming on Tubi. Check it out for yourself. And yeah, like, share, subscribe.
Like, share, subscribe, talk to us. We talk back wherever if you there. The followers is going up, the views is going up, the podcast listeners is going up, the merch is going up. Be there, man. Be there when we get to the top, man. Don't be looking at us like, I used to listen to these niggas. Oh, these niggas changed. Nah, you wasn't there at the beginning, my nigga. You wasn't. Your girl Bree was there at the beginning.
Yeah,
so I don't know where she at now, but
I'll be back when power come on.
Yeah. Anyways, man, we out, man.
We out.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe to our YouTube and Spotify and follow us on IG and TikTok.